So start off here. We're going to do more practice today. Okay. And let's get going. And then when we get to here, this is when I want you guys to not panic. Once you have the right tool, okay, the job is going to be a lot easier. So you should be able just to go 3 over 2 times -7. There it is. Okay. Just tells me the answer is -21 over 2. So you don't have to worry about anything. Of course, if you can just get that by saying, well, 7 times 3 is 21, that's fine as well. But if you want to be extra carefully sure, you can. Alright? And just like before, we can carry on. Add 21 over 2 to both sides. We're trying to get m by itself. So I got to get rid of the -21 over 2 and the 14. Always do the add subtract first. And you might not need to, but if you can just add these up, it already come denominators. You don't have to worry about much. So 183 plus 21. Okay. If not, just to be extra sure, you don't have to take any chances. 183 plus 21. 204. And 204, I'll put it here, over 2. But that reduces, right? So 14m, 204. And if you need to, go back here. So you can see how often and how much I'm using this and how much easier this becomes. This is not more difficult than anything else that you guys have done before once you have the right tool. I want to get you guys to a place where you don't look at a problem like 13 or 14 and say, oh, that one's harder because fractions. Like, with the tools that you need, it's not. So 102 divided by 14, 7.2. And I guess we'll round to 7.3. Or maybe just reduce it. How about we just keep it as a fraction? 102, since the question started as a fraction. Simplify it, and there you go. You see, I just have a button, simplify, and it does it for me. I don't have to worry about what goes into 102 and 14 and deal with that whole headache. And so all the difficulties of fractions are gone. Okay, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, there you go. Anything else we need to do? We're here. Some of you have more work to finish up. Of course, you can, if you got a sideways stamp or upside down stamp, finish it up, and when I come around to stamp tomorrow, you can still go up, bump up a little bit. Just got to finish the work. Okay? All right. So you'll have basically the same steps. Only thing that's going to change is that on the back, okay, you flip it over, you're going to see 2 sets of distributive property. But not much to worry about there. Let's just go through, since the front's basically the same, continuation. Let's just start on the back. I'll just get you going, but not finish them all the way. It's okay if you do this the first step through. We can do, yeah, we'll get down to one of those. Alright. just a reminder, distribute everything at one time. And a very common mistake is, at this point, to start adding and subtracting to both sides. As long as you have variables and numbers on the same side, you don't want to add and subtract to both sides. You just combine them. You just take 6x and 20x, and you get 26x. Notice how I didn't do minus 6x and minus 6x, because they're on the same side. And that's one of the common mistakes we see. And is this 48 plus 15? At negative 48 plus 15. So you might say, but that's a minus sign, but it's a negative sign as well. So be very careful. Even if you're using a calculator, if you typed in 48 plus 15 and not negative 48 plus 15, things go wrong. Notice how those are algebra mistakes. The calculator does not fix your algebra. It only makes the arithmetic easier. Basic adding, subtracting, stuff like that. So you're only as smart as the calculator. The calculator is only as smart as you, because you're the one putting stuff into it. So negative 48 plus 15 would be what, 33? Negative? Alright, yeah. Now that we have everything combined, that's when you can start solving. Yep, we'll come up to 0. I'll let you guys finish it up. Let me jump over to 8. Something particular about 8 I want to show you. Not in the first parentheses, but after. Okay. Go and write that down. Is that what you got? Where is my mistake? There's a mistake on this line I intentionally made because it's very common. Now look for it. Again, it's an algebra mistake. Yeah. What do you guys get? Yeah.
You need to change the negative to one.
That one?
Yeah. No.
That one?
Yeah.
Why is it positive?
Because negative times a negative.
Yeah, so we have to be careful. This is not 8 times 1 and 8 times 6. Okay? This is negative 8 times positive 1, negative 8 times negative 6b. So yeah, again, the subtraction sign does count as a negative sign. And that algebra mistake alone will change the whole answer. So again, even with the calculator, it doesn't catch that for you. It only takes care of calculations. Okay, on the same side, we have a 30, 48b. Oh, 43. Yeah, that's the other one, huh? Forgot about it. 42. Yep. Thank you. And we have, what, 78b? And then combine the 42 minus 8, which is 34. And now you can solve. So yeah, make a big emphasis. Whenever you have a negative in front, you do distribute that negative. Alright. And request for number, what, 12? Take a look at that. Won't get through all of it, but can do a lot. So here we go. 7 times n. 7n. Now here, don't need a calculator. 7 on top, 7 on the bottom, they just cancel out, so we get just regular 32. They just canceled out. Here we go, negative times a negative. Positive. 2 goes into 6 3 times, so that's going to be 19 over 3 minus 2. So even though we had a lot of fractions, that wasn't that difficult because the numbers are compatible. The 7's just canceled, 2 went into 6, and then of course, oh, I forgot the variable n right there. And now we can just combine. Find out what 7 plus 19 over 3 is. 32 minus 2, so that's going to be plus 30. And then you just have to go ahead and solve. Okay. You have to figure out what 7 plus 19 over 3 is. Or if you have the right calculator, you just plug it in. If you have a calculator but you don't know how to use it, just let me know and I can show you what buttons to push, and it'll be fine. Okay? So we'll finish this tomorrow during class. All right? We'll have tomorrow to work on this in groups. And good luck until then.